This girl, and I wanted to have more people in here before I made this accusation. This Jourdin Pauline girl, I figured out why she accused TyLiL of assault. Do you guys want to know? I'm about to drop a nuclear bomb here, chat. I'm about to drop a nuclear bomb. So you let me know in the chat. Drop a W in the chat right now if you want to know why she accused TyLiL of sexual assault. Drop a W right now in the chat. If you want to get some inside baseball, reading between the lines, you want to hear some inside baseball, drop a W in the chat and I'm going to tell you why she accused him of assault. I'm about to drop a crazy bomb. He says for money or clout. No, Daffy, it's something even crazier than that. I'm about to drop a crazy bomb on you guys. This girl is an escort. No! She's an escort. She's an escort. I can already tell you what happened. TyLiL probably approached her and said, yo, girl, I want to hit. And she probably told him, I'll do it for $2,000. You want to hit? Give me $2,000. All of the parts of the puzzle make sense after you think about it this way. She told him, I will let you hit for $2,000. And he said, yeah, bet. I got you. And then he hit and he refused to pay the $2,000. That's what's happening. That's why she's asexual. She's asexual because I remember clearly some asexual girls will be sex workers, right? They'll say, oh, sex is not for pleasure. Sex for me is work. Sex for me is work. It's not for pleasure. She's asexual. She's asexual and she does sex for money. TyLiL said, I will give you the $2,000. And then he dipped. That's why she sent him the request for the $2,000. And then she said, you stop playing with me. Stop. She said, stop playing with me. Next time you play with me like this, stop playing with me. And also, when you start to realize she's a sex worker, you start to realize why she said we can sweep this under the rug. Why we can sweep this. She literally said, we can sweep this under the rug. She said that because she's a sex worker and she's saying, just give me my money and all of this can go away. She wasn't trying to extort TyLiL. She just wanted the $2,000 that TyLiL agreed to pay her. Now, I got to give TyLiL some props. Because that's the lesson you got to teach them hoes. That's the lesson you got to teach them hoes. Trifling hoes. But I started putting everything together. I was sitting there, I was watching the Solluminati video, and I was thinking, right? My brain was moving 1,000,000 miles an hour. I was thinking, this doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. I was thinking, she accuses TyLiL of assault, but then she seems very nonchalant about the assault. She messages him asking for money out of the blue, $2,000. Why would she want the $2,000? She gets upset because of the car that he sends her back in. But then she messages him the next day and says, stop playing with me. Send me the money. We can make this all go away or I'm going to go to the internet. She accuses him of assault because women like that, when they're sex workers, they think that if you don't pay them the money, you're assaulting them because they take away their consent. And on top of that, she's asexual. So for her, sex is not something that she does for pleasure. Sex is something she does for work. And on top of that, she wants to get clout. It started to all click. The whole thing started to click to me, chat. She's an escort. Mama! She's an escort. You know, I don't know why it didn't occur to me the first day I saw the video about this situation. It really should have. I was kind of sleeping on it. But the more I thought about it, you know, I'm hearing Solluminati and he's talking. Solluminati was talking a bunch of nonsense, by the way. He was talking a bunch. I got a timestamp. Let me pull it up. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. I have a timestamp here. It was 12 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm going to pull this shit up so you guys can see the ridiculous shit. Solluminati. Yo, I like Solluminati, but at the same time, Solluminati be on some crazy shit sometimes, bro. He be on some wild shit sometimes. Let me pull up this video. I'll show you guys what I mean here. It was minute 12:30 here. Solluminati, bro. He be on some crazy, wacky shit sometimes.
All this come from the parasites.
The parasites. He said she has a parasite.
Don't pay attention to the physical. It's a frequency thing. Remember I told you. Frequency, bloodline. But
he can't even keep a straight face, bro.
Frequency, bloodline, vibration, energy harvesting, and mass ritual is all they care about. They don't care about millions, bro. They print the money. Why would they care about that, bro? It's paper.
I was watching this off camera. I was like, this guy, he is tripping. Bottom line is that she's an escort. She's an escort and a groupie. India love clones. India love's time is up, though. That's the funny part.
Why do it seem like TyLiL the victim? It seemed like he the victim. Bro, it gets even worse.
You know, that's how you set yourself up. Going back to the TyLiL situation, that's how you set yourself up. If a girl doesn't want to hook up with you, she doesn't want to be with you, and you keep pursuing her, annoying her, nagging, begging for the box, and then finally she gives up the box, that's how you get yourself in trouble, because that girl is going to have regrets, and those regrets, she's going to try and accuse you of something in the future. That's why I always say, if you're going to be partying with girls, you shouldn't be drinking and you shouldn't be doing drugs. Nobody at the party, if you're the girl that you're going to hook up with, she cannot be drunk, not even kind of drunk. Because once you're mixing alcohol with intimacy, you set yourself up for the danger zone. You set yourself up for the danger zone. Because first of all, women and men don't think the same way. We don't have our brain structured the same way. And so many times I've hung out with a girl and they've gotten drunk and they don't remember anything that happened. It's like they got a complete brain wipe. And what happens is you meet the girl, she gets toasted, drunk out of her mind, you hook up, she wakes up the next day and she doesn't remember what happened. And so now she looks at you and she says, I don't even like this guy. This is not, I didn't consent to this. I don't even like this guy. And then they start backtracking. Why do I feel sore and I have a headache? What is this liquid coming out of my body? I must have been assaulted. And now you're in a bad situation. He says that could happen to any successful man. If you're a man and you're successful, you are more rare than a beautiful woman. Because there aren't new men becoming successful every day. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Think about this, guys. Think about this. When I had my McLaren 570S, do you know how many McLaren 570S exist on the planet? 10,000 McLaren 570S exist. I was one of 10,000. When I had my Porsche 718 Spider, do you know how many Porsche 718 Spiders exist on the planet? Less than 20,000 of those. Of that version with that specification, less than 5,000 of those. I was one of 5,000. As a man, when you're successful, you're rare. You're rare. When you're a female and you're attractive, you're a dime a dozen. Go to a club anywhere on the planet, and you're going to see tons and tons and tons of bad bitches. This is why I don't understand why a lot of men can't get it in their head. You are the prize, bro. Don't let these females trick you. You're the prize. You're the prize. It is much harder to be a man and make 6 figures and own supercars and live a luxurious life and be able to travel and have spending money than to be pretty. Anyone can be pretty. Anyone can be pretty. Being pretty doesn't make you special. Being attractive, you're a dime a dozen. Every single day, a pretty girl turns 18, 21, 25, whatever age you want to make it. This is the reason why women that are pretty, when they hit their 30s, they crash out, because you're a dime a dozen. Nobody's going to want to get an old model. You're like a car. You're like an old Lamborghini. Who the hell wants to buy a Lamborghini Gallardo when you can buy a Lamborghini Temerario? Nobody. And then on top of that, you got hella mileage. TyLiL, to be honest, bro, TyLiL, the TyLiL situation is crazy. You know why the TyLiL situation is crazy? The TyLiL situation is crazy because this woman that he went out after, She has hella baggage. She has hella baggage. Yo, what's up, baby?
There's a accident and I'm stuck. You know, maybe it's like freaking fuck out.
Oh, shoot. And is this traffic just stuck all the way?
Yeah, essentially.
Guys, what was I saying? Scott finna get mad. He gonna end stream incoming. Nah, why would I end stream? I wanted her to come back because, yo, I'd be mad bored. I want to stream. Don't get me wrong. I like streaming, but I'd be mad bored when she's not here, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's get back to what I was saying. Every single day, there are new women. So TyLiL, he really lacks discernment. He really lacks discernment because the female that he went and messed around with was already accusing other guys of assault. Before this happened, before the whole TyLiL situation happened, she was already accusing other guys of assault. He explains that for the past 2-3 months, she's been trying to expose people.
Braxton, we have.
Look.
All right, so let's get to the action. Braxton, we have.
This is her content?
Bow Wow. All right, so let's get to the action. Braxton, we have.
Back in July, she was already trying to expose celebrities. Y'all probably didn't even know this. She was already on this tip. TyLiL just ended up fucking her.
TyLiL needed to do his research, bro. That's the truth. TyLiL needed to do his research. He says, not little Bow Wow Weezy. TyLiL needed to do his research. Like, look, as a man, if you're going to go mess around with a girl who's a public figure, you need to do your research, bro. This female has a line of drama behind her. He says that's why celebrities don't like normal girls. They can pull the same shit and blackmail and try to extort them because of them being famous. But it goes back to what I was saying yesterday. When the female is not famous, who can she tell? Who can she tell? Unless she has crazy evidence, she can't do nothing. Unless she has crazy evidence and she calls TMZ and says, oh, I got a video of me with TyLiL. Or I got this conversation. So there's nothing she can do. And in fact, even if she has some evidence, it's still hard for her to get in contact with the right people to get that distributed. But when you mess with these girls that do have clout, they really do be going viral, bro. I would say the opposite. I would say it's more risky for you to mess around with a girl who has clout. Because if she has clout, she already has a megaphone. She already has a megaphone. Like, it's easy for her to spread rumors because she already has a ton of people that watch her streams and know who she is. And she had a bunch of crazy posts about how she hates men and blah, 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 and how she was an asexual and yada, 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 yada. And it makes me beg the question, did he not do any research on this female before he went out with her? Did he not do any research at all?